I remember a friend showing me this band back in high school with these songs, and I remember I not liking them either, and that's kind of what kept me from checking out Cal Decap, because that's what I thought they were, and it just sounds like garbled mush. I don't like it. I like much cleaner, much crisper. I'm not saying like they're playing sloppy. That's not what I'm saying at all. And I'm not saying the production's bad.
It's chaotic.
But it is a type of playing that starts to blend together and becomes indiscernible, especially his vocals. When he gets in the lower range, he's like doing those like slam style gutturals that I have no clue even remotely if he's even forming a word. And I hate that. I hate that sound.
Yeah.
I've always hated that sound. It's the reason I don't like slams. The reason I don't like grind.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Distorted Entertainment Podcast. My name is Ethan Carpenter. I'm, of course, joined by the wonderful Mitchell G. Wade.
Whoa. Using my full government name with initial.
What's your middle name? Is it Gary?
No, it ain't Gary.
I legit was trying to you've told me once. I was trying to remember it the other day while I was trying to sleep. And I was like, what is it? Is it Gary? Garrett?
None of these are even close.
Grouth?
No.
Gunther.
I wish. No,
how's it been going, Mitch?
It's been going good. By the way, it's Gilbert.
Gilbert. That's
It's my great grandfather's name.
Okay, I was named after a family member too. Mine's Silas.
That's fucking lame.
Silas is cool. You don't see Silas's. There's at least
used to
one
be a
famous person
best
with the
friend.
name Gilbert.
Yeah, well, we don't talk about him
Why don't we talk about Gilbert Gottfried?
because I don't want to.
Okay, fair enough.
Anyways, what's been going on with you?
Not a ton. I have been, so disclosure, this is recording September 10th of 2025. Something major happened today. I'm not going to talk about it. Okay, maybe I will. Did you see Charlie Kirk got killed?
No.
Yeah, he got shot in the throat, like, during a speech. I'm not going to say anything one thing or another about it, but no, he's dead.
Oh,
and
wait,
apparently there was a school
did...
shooting today, too. That's cool.
Yeah, no, he was the one that was like, deaths will happen because Second Amendment rights are important.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. I was going to say, if you didn't recognize him, it's the small face memes. But, yeah, so, okay, I guess I've discussed it. That's all we're going to talk about it. But anyway, we haven't recorded since, like, April. So there's been a lot of stuff that's happened in the music world, and I just wanted to mention what day it was because I don't know when this is going to go live. So I'm working on it. We've been discussing on trying to get the show back going, and then also like tweaking the format a little bit. I remembered we talked about that as I was setting up, and I'm like, I don't have time to come up with a topic and answers for said topic, so maybe we can talk a little bit about that near the end. But I've been doing okay. I've just been working a lot, and lately my focus has been terrible. Like, I've kind of noticed over the past few years, especially when I, like, at the tail end, well, maybe not even the tail end of Lark, but at least when I was in Nexstar doing the news editing, I noticed my attention span and, like, my ability to just focus on work was slipping. Past couple of months, it has just tanked hard. So there have been days where there's been multiple times that I've been pulling all-nighters lately, which I should not be doing. The worst of which was I was awake for almost 3 days straight working, which was terrible. And I thought to myself, I'll just lay down for an hour. And I felt fine before the nap. And then when I woke up, I was like, what year is it?
Yeah. I did that kind of shit in high school, and it was a combination of my bipolarism and ADHD. Not recommended. Not a good idea.
Nope.
Also, the work that you even do during that time is going to be garbage.
Yeah, it's not great. Yeah, it's so. I've talked to my psychiatrist about getting tested for ADHD.
I find
Again,
that so
he was
fascinating because you know what? I was like, hey, I think I have ADHD to my psychiatrist. And they were like, no, you don't. You have bipolarism. And I was like, you're wrong. And then they pulled up every symptom and was like, damn, you're right. It's almost like you're trained for this job. And then later I was like talking to my psychiatrist and I was like, yeah, no, I'm still having problems with like starting tasks and focusing and staying on tasks, and they're tasks that I want to do. It wasn't like, oh, work. I mean, they weren't like things that I wanted to do necessarily that were fun, but like cleaning my house, like I just couldn't do it.
I feel that, yeah.
And it was to the point that I was like, no, I don't want to live like this. I want to clean, but I just couldn't. And other things, I couldn't play video games unless somebody was like, hey, I want to play this game, and then I would get on and play, even though I wanted to play video games. I wouldn't listen to music. I wouldn't play my instruments, stuff like that. So I never got tested or anything. She just was like, oh, you need stimulants. Boom.
That's a little weird, but hey, at least it's helping.
Well, I mean, I don't know if like testing is necessary per se. Like if you're showing the symptoms, you're going to pass the test anyways. She gave me, she probably gave me a test, but it wasn't like one where I had to go to somebody else or anything.
Okay. Yeah, that might be fair. I've asked my doctor a couple times about like ADHD testing, and at one point he referred me out, but like the place called me. They said, yo, we're just checking to make sure you're interested. If you're still wanting to do it, let us call you back and we'll set something up. I'm like, all right, cool. And then they just never called me back.
Yeah. See,
and it was long enough that I'm like, I didn't have the number. So I'm like, all right, well,
you if you want to get it done, if you think you have it, that's kind of stuff. As hard as it is, you got to like set reminders and be like, yeah, and follow up on that shit. Like they tell you they're calling you back and they don't call you back. You have to do it. That kind of shit.
I did go ahead and set up I got a call about the neuropsych testing.
Yeah.
Which is the last thing my psychiatrist mentioned. He's like, I don't know if your insurance is going to cover it, but I can have them call you. Like, okay.
Yeah. I mean,
and
I don't know, dude. I still think you should get like a different psychiatrist.
I'm going to have to at some point. Long story short, because I've told you about it, obviously, but I have to have a therapist in the same place that I'm going to see my psychiatrist, and my therapist left, so I followed her to where she went. And my psychiatrist, my last time I went in, I was just like, do you know how long that you're even going to be able to stay? It's like, I don't know. I'll just let you know. Because I don't even have a therapist I can assign you right now. Like, okay, fair. But they did call me the other day, the neuropsych place, and they said, we can get you scheduled for December. Like, well, that be American healthcare.
I see. I've never had
wait in Canada.
I've never had those problems. I literally.
This is the first time I've had one in a long time. Yeah.
The only problem I had, which by the way, people, I underwent surgery, so there's that. Nothing serious. I had a lipoma in my neck, which is
okay. I was trying to remember what it was.
Yeah, it's a non-cancerous tumor made of fat cells. Because of course, if I was going to have a tumor, it was going to be fat. But I had it in my neck, and they're not serious or anything. You could technically live with them. If you see like bumps on your dog, usually those are lipomas. I
didn't hear. It took me a second to realize you said dog. For some reason, I thought you said dong.
No,
I'm like, what?
This is a Christian channel, Ethan.
Well, you didn't like the last album. Actually, you said it was okay, but whatever.
It was the bad kind of Christianity. Oh yeah, I'm Christian now. No. Anyways,
I actually converted to Judaism myself.
But yeah, I underwent surgery. That was fine. But the reason I brought it up was it took a while to schedule, and the reason it took so long to schedule was because the nurse lost my record or my papers or something like that. And I was just like, that sucks. And I waited way too long.
Yeah.
And that was my bad. Get a new psych person and maybe a therapist.
Well, I mean, I don't mind my therapist. I think she's okay. She's not as good as the one that retired, but she also challenges me a little bit instead of just, I don't know. I like talking to her. She's good.
That's all that matters.
Maybe if I go to a new psychiatrist and they're like, yeah, you still have to get a therapist here, maybe. But like, who do you like? I go to Community. Where do you go? I can take out this info, by the way.
I don't go anywhere. No, my people are private practice, and they accept my insurance because I work for IU.
You should send me their information. Maybe I can see if they take my insurance.
I don't know about my therapist. I like the dude, but like,
I mean, I mainly met your psychiatrist.
Oh yeah, I can talk to her, see if she's has openings and she's willing. I've thought about offering and everything.
Okay, cool.
So, but yeah, she's fantastic. I've referred 2 people to her, and they both love her to death.
Do you get a cut?
I don't get a cut. No.
Well, what's the point?
Yeah, no. It's almost
do
like
I gain some of their psychic strength?
No, I just have a care for the well-being of my friends. Go figure.
Oh, of course. I wouldn't.
No,
I wouldn't
fuck
do
you.
that just for money or anything. You know.
Yeah. But anyways, other than that, what else has gone on? I tried playing my violin, and that was a horrible experience.
I thought about it the other day. I was gonna, maybe it was a topic I was gonna bring up. I was like, with guitar and stuff. That's what it was. I was going to ask you a conversation piece about like, how do you think there's just a baseline of, let's say you don't play for so long that you will only get this bad when you go back to your instrument and like not any further down? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like riding a bike. You'll always remember how to ride a bike, but
it depends. I think it depends on like how long you've played and how seriously you took it and everything. Like I wouldn't say I was the most serious violinist, but you know, I was pretty into it. I mean, I've been playing since I was 9, and I probably fell off the wagon maybe in college, but
I mean, sometime in there, yeah.
Well, I still played in college, just not at like, okay, so to give you a hint, like when I was 9 through high school, I was playing every day, and practicing every day for like an hour to 3 hours. And then when I got to college, I had to focus more on my studies and everything. And it was more of a casual thing in my band that I was going to be in, which I'd love to call it a band, but dear God, we have one guy writing all the songs. And let me tell you, he was really good at writing the songs, but I just was not practicing the music. And again, that's because 1, I was in college, 2, I had ADHD. But yeah, no, I still played in college. 1, that I just liked playing, and 2, it impresses people because they're like, oh, especially like at IUPUI, where most of the people that are playing are like electronic instruments and like guitars. So they hear a violin and they're like, whoa, that's different. And that always felt good to just like people be like, oh, he sounds good. Woo. After college, I think is when I really started having issues playing and practicing. Because I was tired from work because I had a physical job at the time. I was slowly starting to succumb to heart failure that I didn't have diagnosed yet. Stuff like that. Oh, to get to your point, like I can still play my violin, and I still sound pretty good. I can do vibrato, which is a rather like intermediate technique on a violin, viola, cello, and bass. Like doing vibrato is a lot harder than it is on guitar, because on a guitar you're just bending the string really fast. Actual vibrato is more doing microtonal changes rapidly. And it creates a wobbling sound. So like you're wiggling your finger up and down on the string, and you're going from like C sharp and a half to like C sharp to C flat and a half, and back and forth.
So
you're
you're changing the pitch by like cents.
Yeah, and it just creates a nice vibrating sound effect. And so I can still do stuff like that. I can't like. I can still play some of the pieces that I was playing back, but I have to play them slower because it's been a while. No, the reason it sucked is my muscles atrophied. The entirety of my back, when I went to this reunion and everything, like all my muscles locked up, and it was just incredibly painful to play. I played for like 30 minutes, and like 20 of those minutes I was in excruciating pain.
I feel that.
So, and it's the same thing with vocals. Like, you might have the techniques still, like you know how to do it, but like the actual like stamina and everything will probably be gone.
Yeah. That's something I found out when, because it's been a little bit over a year and a half since I was in my last band before it folded. And, like, I went to do karaoke with, like, Tim and Elizabeth and all them, and I thought I would do Sugar by System of a Down.
Shit song, but yeah.
Don't really have the lung capacity and energy to make it through that song without dying.
Yeah.
So...
and I find myself having problems when I, like, do sing-alongs in the car and everything.
Yeah.
Because I don't regularly practice my vocals. You know what's funny? I was the lead vocalist and rhythm guitar player in my band, and I had just picked up the guitar at the time, and we were playing prog death metal.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. I don't know what the guy was like. You should play guitar, and I was like, I guess I'll pick up guitar. That's how I got into guitar, is because of that band.
It reminds me of that, I don't know if it was a real video or not, but it was like a screen cap of a YouTube video, and it was called, I played cello like a guitar, and surprise, it sounded like shit.
Yeah. I think it is like riding a bicycle and everything. Like, you lose some of the nuances. You definitely don't have the stamina and muscle that you had, especially if you were regularly practicing for every day and everything. It's the same thing with weight training. Like, you stop weight training for a while or running, you're going to have to slowly build back up, but you don't lose the knowledge unless you like only did it for a couple of days.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I also forgot to, like, at the very top of this, I don't know if I'm going to put the info in or not, or if I'll just leave it here. We're going over a Myrkur and a cattle decapitation record today.
I suggested the cattle decapitation record. He suggested Myrkur.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like life's been okay. I've just been really tired from work and stuff like that. And
let me tell you, this man, perpetually tired. Never a day in his life is he not tired.
Correct. Tim makes fun of me. It's one of my four sayings.
Yeah. Let's see what else. I played the Battlefield 6 beta. That was fun.
How was that?
It was fun. Okay. It reminded me of my good old days of Battlefield 3, which were good old days where I was in a clan and everything and was actually good at video games. By the way, I am no longer good at video games.
Oh, me neither. They keep trying to get me onto DayZ. I'm like, I don't want to play DayZ.
Nah, fuck DayZ. But
I don't want to play DayZ. I don't really feel like playing Zomboid. I just want to. I want to play single player games.
It was a lot of fun. It didn't have the biggest maps, which is where like a lot of the like Battlefield experiences is these huge maps filled with vehicles and like different little battles going on across the map and everything. Mm-hmm. But it was still a lot of fun, even if I had my ass getting handed to me. There wasn't a point where I was like, that kill was bullshit, fuck you, and latency issues.
I'm gonna say a slur.
Yeah, stuff like that. No, I was having fun the entire time, whether I was winning or losing. The cool shit happened. I did some cool shit here and there, stuff like that. The only thing that would have made it better is if I was playing with somebody instead of just by myself.
Fair enough. I also tried a beta for a game, but I don't know if I can actually like legally say what it is at the moment, even though they've released more information about the game. You already know. I've told you what the game is, but I'm not gonna.
Whatever.
Hall of Meat. Does that? Tony Hawk, but not Tony Hawk.
Oh, Hall of Meat. Gotcha.
Oh, did you think I said something different? That's my bad.
Anyways, I think you can talk about it because Smitty talked about it. And Smitty
cool.
is a YouTuber.
I was technically part of like the playtesting for Skate, but I only ever like tried it once, like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was fine. I had more fun pressing the roll button because you literally just roll up into a ball like Samus, and I just started rolling around the entire map with everybody.
I heard for like casual skating it's fun, but like
it's fine. It wasn't as like fun. It wasn't as fun as the old games, at least, but it was also a play test, so who knows.
I also heard like it looks like it's just going to be riddled with microtransactions, which fine, it is a free to play game, but like gross.
Yeah, I didn't really like the shop system when it unlocked.
So,
but yeah, I've also been like I've been going back and playing some old stuff recently.
Nice.
I finished a full like 100% run of Arkham Knight for the first time since I played it for like my gaming channel in 2015. I even did all the Riddler stuff, which I was not going to do for YouTube. So I did that, and I kind of want to, if I get back to streaming, I want to do like the hardest difficulty as like a challenge type thing, because I think it's if you die at all, you have to restart the game. And then I did I did a New Game Plus playthrough of Spider-Man 2. It's still pretty fun, but I do understand more of the complaints of the story being really, really rushed at the end. Like all the Venom stuff happens in like the last hour, so it's a bit rushed. And then I started Dishonored again.
Oh, thank God!
I have tried Dishonored multiple times through my life. I played through. I don't remember how much I played through on the 360. I know that the last thing I remember is basically the mission I'm on right now, which is the one where like the high priest or the high whatever they are, the high ranking official is going to poison somebody, and you can either switch the poison. Mission? Yes, the first mission. But it's actually longer than I thought because it's a lot more open. It's more open ended than I remember. Yeah. Because there are like little side activities and stuff. I decided to play it again since 2019 when I played it last, which I didn't even get out of the tutorial before I got bored. But since then I played Deathloop, and Deathloop is amazing. I 100%ed Deathloop, including all achievements. Loved that game. So I was like, maybe it'll click, and I'm having more fun with it. I am actually trying to focus. I didn't have the patience for stealth back then. Like, I'm just going to kill everybody. Now I'm mad when I end up killing somebody. Like, oh. I think I've killed 2 people because I got caught and didn't have any other means to get around them.
Somebody's going to get the bad ending.
How many people, like, people are saying you can kill like 1 or 2 people per mission and be fine.
You probably can. It just depends. Like you risk like possibly going up. But I will always say this about Dishonored. Fuck those developers for making such a fun combat system and then punishing you with a bad ending for actually utilizing the combat system.
Yeah. Similarly related, I didn't necessarily have this opinion. This was when I watched the Zero Punctuation episode of Deathloop. Again, that game has really, really fun combat, but the difference between it and Dishonored is there's no there's no negativity for killing people. And he was like, I feel like it kind of would have been fun to have that in this game, or interesting at least.
Sure.
I'm like, okay. So I do know that like killing people is a really, really big no in Dishonored, so I'm trying to stay low. Apparently it's in the same universe as Deathloop too, or I guess the other way around, because it came first.
Yeah. Also, like, Deathloop definitely would take place like way in the future.
Yeah, you get to. There are a couple of guns from Dishonored 2 that you can get in Deathloop, I think.
Oh. I
it
haven't
has, like,
played
the logo
Dishonored
and everything.
2.
Neither have I. I think I have it because of PS Now or PS Plus. So if I do end up, I'm still in the first mission, but I didn't realize there was a non-lethal way to take out the dude that you're supposed to take out.
Mm-hmm.
In the first mission, I literally thought like if you just go in and let's say get rid of the poison, not like swap it or poison both.
Oh, you mean Cusco's poison? The poison for Cusco?
Cusco, the Cusco's poison, the poison for Cusco. I thought you could just leave, just not do it, but I'm like, oh, I found there's the brand thing that you can do. So that's what I'm in the middle of now.
So for me, I actually went through and killed all the officials, but didn't kill my last playthrough anyways, but didn't kill any of the guards.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's how I last played it. But my first time playing it, I killed so many people.
So did I. When I first played it, like I recognized that there were more rats and stuff around when I was playing it. I also remember the first time I played it, I poisoned the elixir thing in the first stage. That granny, whatever her name is, was like, "You should go kill all these people for me." I'm like, "A-okay, Granny, let's go."
Yep.
And then I realized as I picked up like the poison, which is like rat guts or something, I'm like, this probably isn't a good thing to do in this game. So I was a scumlord and I looked it up. But I'm having fun. I kind of wish I would have restarted on the PC, to be honest.
Yeah, probably.
Because I'm playing it on my PlayStation. And it's real. Yeah. I usually don't mind 30 FPS, but like it's really noticeable on Dishonored.
Yeah. I wouldn't know
because
PC gamer all the way. Except for Nintendo. Speaking of which, Nintendo, don't sue me, but I am trying to figure out a way to replay Metroid Prime 2 and 3. I have means that are definitely legal and Nintendo would have no issues with
talking about this and being specific, but
yes,
just for Do you not own a Wii?
Oh, I do. I could just hook up my Wii and everything, but
you're trying to like make it look a little.
I want it to be nice and crisp.
Nice and crispy. I think there is a way that you can actually like hook up your Wiimotes to it.
There is.
To the PC. Yeah.
You have to buy a device though.
Well, of course. There's a guy on YouTube that does challenges that he's done like, can I beat Doom Eternal with the Power Glove?
Yeah.
I can't remember if he did it or not.
My favorite is the guy who played Dark Souls with
bongos. Oh, I forgot. He did the bananas.
He did bananas. He did bongos. He also did the Wii Fit ring.
Like a
no, it's like a circle that you hold like this.
Oh, with the Wii Fit steering
I said
wheel.
Wii. No, I meant Switch. It was the Switch Fit.
I gotcha. Oh, yeah, that's where I got confused. My bad.
But, and it was programmed that you had to run in place to actually move. He was drenched by the end of his playthrough.
I can imagine.
But think of all the calories burned.
Oh, dude, you'd probably be skinny after one session.
Yeah. It would have been funnier if you actually had to roll to dodge.
Oh God. Hold on, guys. I gotta head roll. I gotta dodge roll directly into my couch.
But I, in nerdy tech stuff, recently bought new cell phone.
Yeah, you got the
but I got
the tablet boy, the foldy boy.
The foldy boy.
I was gonna say the flippy boy, but that is not accurate.
No,
I also got a new phone.
Yeah, but no one cares
cool.
about yours. And then I bought one of the stretchy controllers.
I thought about getting one of those.
Yeah,
because I had a little bit of a
everything.
Oh yeah, I did a little bit of like Pokemon Soul Silver on my old phone.
Yeah.
So I thought about just like getting one of those things. I used a PlayStation 5 controller for a little while with like a little.
That's what I used to use, but now that I have big phone,
that's fair.
I needed one of these.
That's fair.
So yeah, I'm going to eventually get Metroid Prime 2 and 3 to run on my phone.
Is there any news of them like porting it?
No, they need to remaster them, in my opinion, with Metroid Prime 4 coming out. But like,
they probably will.
Maybe,
if that ever comes out, yeah.
If they do, I will buy them immediately. I am a Metroid fanboy.
Yeah, I saw. I assume you've heard of like Digital Foundry, like on YouTube and stuff.
No,
I think they make games too. They do like a lot of really tech stuff. Their big thing that I first heard about them from was for the new Indiana Jones game. I guess it's not really new anymore, but they were talking about the tech that's in it, and they posted a video the other day that's like, does Arkham Knight deserve a remaster? And I'm like, I don't know if it does or not, because it looks it's still gorgeous.
Sure.
Did you know that it was Unreal 3?
I did not, but that doesn't surprise me. Unreal 4 was pretty new at the time.
Oh, yeah, that's fair, I suppose. I just never thought about it because, like, I'm pretty sure that pushed Unreal 3 to its limits.
With the Metroid games, I really want Metroid Prime 3 to get the remaster because it would be cool to be able be cool to play it without the motion controls. Granted, I loved the motion controls when I was playing it, but I know a lot of people
not compatible with normal controllers.
No.
I don't remember.
It was a Wii exclusive. And then they ported it to the Wii. They made the Metroid Prime trilogy, which made Metroid Primes 1 and 2 motion controlled. And then they ported the Metroid Prime trilogy to the Wii U, and you still had to use the motion controls. But there is a thing called Prime Hack that allows you to play it with a mouse and keyboard, and then you can possibly use a gamepad, which I definitely don't have.
Even on PC, I kind of prefer controllers still, but I don't play online FF or FPS games. So
yes, the FFS games.
Shut up.
I grew up on PC, so mouse and keyboard is always my preferred. I can't play FPS any kind, whether it's single player, multiplayer. I cannot do controller. It just doesn't feel right to me. Third person games I prefer with controllers, depending on them. Like I play Helldivers with a mouse and keyboard, but some like Assassin's Creed or Dark Souls, I would prefer a controller.
Definitely.
Yeah. No. So overall, life is good. Work great. I love my job. It's fantastic.
It's awesome.
Something more related, moving forward, segueing even. I'm going to a Deafheaven concert Friday.
Yeah, I was wondering which one it was when you told me.
Yeah, so I'm going to see Deafheaven on Friday, and then my parents don't watch this, so it's not a spoiler for them. I'm going to see Led Zeppelin Orchestra in October for my mom's birthday. She doesn't know about it. We're surprising her.
Ooh, that's cool. That's nice of you.
And then November, I'm seeing Trivium and Ginger. I guess it's technically Ginger and Trivium, and Trivium's doing All of Ascendancy.
I've never listened to All of Ascendancy.
It's a classic record. It's no Shogun though.
It has that one's has a pull harder on the strings of your martyr,
right? Yeah, and Gunshot to the Head of Trepidation.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do need to listen to it at some point. I just haven't yet.
And writing that down. It's still no Shogun though. Shogun will always be their best record. And I will always be sad that there's no Shogun 2. Matt Heafy.
Didn't they talk recently about trying to like write something a little bit more old school, or am I thinking of a different band?
I mean, it sounds like something that they would fucking say, but then they, don't do it. It's like Gojira's like, we're going to write a heavier record. Where is it, Gojira? Where's From Mars to Sirius 2?
To be fair, they said that after they released the last record, Fortitude. It's been 4 years since that album came out.
Yeah, it doesn't
feel like time isn't real for me anymore.
Where's Walking Dolphins? We have Flying Whales, now I need Walking Dolphins. So
I'd listen to it.
Of course you would. It's Gojira.
You say that, but I don't. From Mars to Sirius. It's weird. I like the Godzilla material. Screw the first two albums.
Hey, whoa. Terra Incognita is fantastic.
It's weird because I like their previous stuff before that, which is some of it's the same songs.
Yeah.
But I've never sat through Terra Incognita. I've sat through more than half of it.
You missed out on some really good songs. Like Love is a fantastic song.
Hold on.
It's like the last song on the record.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. If it's the last, I know I listened up through. I know I listened to Satan is a Lawyer.
Satan is a Lawyer is weird. Lizard Skin, fantastic song. Whatever the first song is.
I know I've heard that one.
That's because it's the second song. I forget what the first song is on Terra Incognita.
Was it Clone?
Clone is a fantastic song.
Clone is solid. I think I listened to everything up through Deliverance, which is the 7th track.
Deliverance is a solid song, but to me on that record, the songs that shine the most is Clone, Lizard Skin, and Love.
I'm sure I've listened to Love before.
It's so good. It's so good.
I like how they have 2 songs on here that is 5,988 trillion tons and 1,990 quadrillion tons.
One of those is a bonus track.
Okay. You said Love is the last song. Okay, on here it has that one and then In the Forest.
Oh no, wait, maybe In the Forest is the last song.
It is on the wiki, but it also says the hidden track. The song In the Forest contains a hidden instrumental song called Terra Inc.
Yep.
The main piece of the track ends at 5. I think we've talked about this song before.
No, we've talked about The Way of All Flesh, which has a hidden.
The band employed a similar tactic with the closing song. Okay, yeah, on that, I got you.
Anyways, I'm also going to see, and I'm really excited for this one, Ne Oblivious Scaris and Rivers of Nile. And Rivers of Nile is playing all of their newest album in full.
I haven't heard anything off it.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it. You will.
This is a new one. It's not the last one that you said was bad.
Yeah, no, this is brand new. It's self-titled album. The last one they wrote was The Work, and it's not good. I don't care what other people say. There are some people that love the album. I fucking hated it. But the Rivers of Nile is a fantastic album. Hold your thought. And then Ne Oblivious Scaris is doing all of whatever their new one's called. I think it's Exile and Citadel. So That's too.
Didn't they do all of Citadel last time when we saw them?
No, they did not.
I was a little out of it by the time they were playing.
I think you stayed for the one song off of Citadel, and then you went and sat down.
I,
So
that's
for
not,
you,
that's
for you, yes, they played all of Citadel, all one song.
They put on a good show, but I don't know. I still kind of feel bad for doing that, but I was just kind of out of it.
I
really didn't like. I really didn't like the first band at all. the two bassist band.
Yeah, the first band was all right, but Beyond Creation and originally when I bought those tickets, that first band was Persephone.
Oh, I remember that now.
Yeah, that's why we went, is because it was Persephone, Beyond Creation, and Ne Oblivious Scarce, and then Persephone had to cancel their portion.
Yeah. Okay. That actually, I remember that now.
So, yeah, I was disappointed, especially since it wasn't Persephone.
The thought I had, I used a clip of From Where Owls Know My Name on one of my work shorts.
Oh, nice.
They were taught, there was a topic about how it was that Michaud mission show with the two black guys that I sent to you originally. Great show, by the way. I love editing their stuff. You should check out Michaud Mission if anybody likes like black cinema and things like that. They talk a lot about that. They had a user question that was like,
Whoa.
is the saxophone the sexiest instrument?
Did you hear me?
Huh?
I called them woke.
Oh, yeah, they're woke.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that came through. But
yeah, is saxophone the sexiest instrument? That's a good question.
And I would say yes.
Because of Bill Clinton.
Exactly. So no, I used a couple of like song clips that had saxophone, including Baker Street, which I think is the big one. If you listen to the first 30 seconds, you'll know what it is if you've heard it. And then
did you use any like classical saxophone jazz?
No. I don't know any classical saxophone jazz. I know popular. But then the second clip, I think
Giant Steps is popular.
Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't think about that at all, actually, because I like that song too. I think they said like everybody loves saxophones, and then I put in a clip of From Where Owls Know My Name, the title track music video, where you can see the saxophone player, and I put even death metal bands love saxophone.
It's true. Even Sleep Token has a saxophone part. Oh my God, Sleep Token fans won't shut the fuck up about that part. It's
I don't think I've ever heard anybody say anything about it.
It's okay. It ain't no Rivers of Nile, let me tell you that.
Well, of course not. Rivers of Nile is talented.
Yes.
I'm not. It's a joke.
It's not.
It's a joke.
It really isn't. Book talk come.
The drummer of Sleep Token is really good.
Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot about the drummer.
And the singer is fine. I just don't care for his vocals. Have you heard this President band?
I have not listened to them. I've just heard about them.
Ugh. I thought the mask was creepy. When I first saw the mask, I was like, "Ooh, is this going to be like kind of dark and creepy sounding?" And then I turned around, I was like, "Oh, it's just Sleep Token again with really, really distracting effects on the vocals, which hurt my ears."
Oh, that's unfortunate. I was hoping
I'll have to send it to you just so you can
I'm okay.
experience the pain with me.
I'm all right.
That being said, if you like the music, that's fine. I just don't. Yeah.
You all are posers.
Oh, I got called a poser for the first time on TikTok the other day.
Is it because you are?
I'm not. By the way, if you're interested, I've been posting a lot of stuff on the Distorted Entertainment TikTok channel. It's usually just music stuff, either rankings or people. A bunch of people want to hear my opinions on different like song versus song things. I don't know why. I think I'm kind of dumb. So why do you want to hear my opinion? But to be fair, most of them have been Metallica versus Metallica. So I'm like, all right, I think I'm qualified to talk about Metallica because they're one of my favorite bands. But yeah, no, I did like a blind top 5 ranking thing where it's just like a band pops up. You rank them 1 to 5, and once you rank a band, it's locked out. I think this one had like a lot of classic bands and just ones I didn't necessarily listen to. And then the last one, I had the number 1 spot open, and then Trivium popped up, and I was like, okay, I'm not mad at this list. I listened to most of these bands, but then somebody called me like the boss of posers. I'm like, no. There's like 14 people behind me or above me on that. He never replied. But yeah, I've been getting like I've gotten a couple people saying I look like Jonathan Davis from Korn for some reason. I think it's because when I record things, it only shows my head, and I have a giant head. And Jonathan Davis and I both have prestigious foreheads, so I did a video of me doing the twist thing.
I've actually been told I look like some people, but I can't remember anyone that someone has said.
Over the years, I've gotten Jack Black.
I can see it.
One person said Corey Taylor.
No.
And a couple people have said Jonathan Davis from Korn.
I can see that one too.
Yeah, I guess I kind of can. But also, so that video where I was doing the stupid stuff, of course, it's my most liked video.
Of course.
Other than the one that I promoted like 2 years ago, where it was you showing off Sabbath, or no, it was Succotash. That one has the most views because I paid for it. Not to get views, but to promote the video. Cat time.
Give us the views. Give us the views.
That is the most hatred I have ever seen in that cat's eyes.
There's no hatred in Sabbath's eyes.
He's adorable. My son's laying back there, but I'm not going to go bother him.
Okay, now he's pissed. Okay, yeah. Bye, buddy.
We still have news to get to.
Yeah. Hey, wow. So, who would think that we would ramble for hours on end? Maybe if we did this on a regular basis, we wouldn't have this as often.
Potentially, but part of me also thinks we would. Since you talked about seeing Deafheaven and a couple other tours you're seeing soon, there was a thing I'm kind of interested in. I guess System and Queens of the Stone Age announced a tour for next year. I like both of those bands. I think it'd be fun. It also has Acid Bath, which I've never listened to, but I gather are kind of popular. I think they're like they're a stoner band of some sort. No, sludge. Same thing.
Sludge and stoner aren't the same thing.
They're close enough. Obviously, the biggest thing that has happened in the world of metal since we have recorded last is the death of Ozzy Osbourne. Obviously, rest in peace to Ozzy. He was a legend. We wouldn't be here. Metal would not be here without Ozzy and his contributions to the genre. Screw Robert Plant one of the Pink Floyd guys.
Robert Plant.
Roger
Pink
Waters.
Floyd.
I'm thinking of Roger Waters.
Pink Floyd, Robert Plant.
He's Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, Plant, Water, they're related.
Both start with an R.
They both start with an R. They're guys in bands. Let me go make sure who it is.
It is Roger Waters.
Yeah. Yeah, he like came out saying some like dumb stuff about Ozzy.
Yeah.
Edgy stuff. It's like, I don't care about him or like the music he made. He was a druggie or something like that. I'm like, shut up, dork.
Yeah, most people are telling him to shut up, dork.
True.
And most people are also like, his music was way more important than your music ever will be. Which, in terms of impactfulness, I agree.
Well, he was basically the start of a genre.
Yeah.
So,
well, his band, not him himself.
His band. Yeah, you know what I mean. Tony Iommi is the godfather of metal. But I know some people are. Where do you sit on the Sabbath versus Zeppelin debate? Like I see plenty of people who think that Zeppelin were like the first metal band.
I think
But
that's a dumb
was Sabbath
opinion.
before?
No,
on.
Zeppelin was 60s.
Yeah, and Sabbath was like 68 or 69 when they came out.
Yeah. Zeppelin might even be like very late 50s, but definitely 60s.
Led Zeppelin. Because I didn't know. Oh, no, they were 68.
Zeppelin?
Uh-huh.
Oh, well.
Active from 1968.
Color me a fool.
But yeah, no, there are some I've seen.
So was
it's not
Sabbath.
as common
Okay.
now.
Yeah, no, I would never argue that like Led Zeppelin. I mean, here's what I'll say: Led Zeppelin, did they inspire metal bands? Yes, 100%. They did the whole Lord of the Rings Tolkien thing. Black metal does the whole Lord of the Rings Tolkien thing, for instance.
Right.
And of course, you got all of fucking power metal. And like, yeah, most of the people that me and you listen to or like started listening to in like the 90s and early 2000s era of metal grew up
Sabbath.
grew up on Sabbath and Zeppelin and stuff. So did Zeppelin have an impact on the metal community? Duh. So did Pink Floyd. So did Aerosmith. So did, unfortunately, AC/DC.
I've recently gotten one AC/DC song stuck in my head lately.
Oh, which one is it? All of them? Because there's only one.
I know. Big balls. It's so stupid.
But yeah, Sabbath was definitely the main inspiration for the start of metal.
Yeah, but Sabbath.
And Sabbath was the first metal band. There's no question about that.
So rip Ozzy. He was a legend. I've been listening to a lot of Ozzy lately. I also, just before I go into the next one, did you listen to the Jack Black Mr. Crowley cover?
Yeah, it was good.
I think I like it a hair more than the original. But that might just be because Jack Black is having so much fun in the video.
Well, yeah, it's Jack Black. Jack Black always has fun with anything he does.
That's fair. He's a very jovial man.
He is. I wouldn't mind meeting him at one point in my life.
I wouldn't mind meeting Jack Black. I should email him.
Come be on our podcast.
I will, as a joke, I am going to email. I'm going to see if there's a contact information for Jack Black.
Oh my God, leave Jack Black alone.
Do you want to be on a podcast with two fat guys from Indiana?
You could be the third fat guy.
You could be the third fat guy. I email him. He becomes the third member.
And
we didn't even do it. We didn't expect this.
Yeah, and then all we need.
Hey, Jack Black, what did you think about?
And then all we need is the disembodied head of Andrew WK.
I swear, if I ever get back to making videos, I'm gonna do that once as a bit.
This is news, so kind of segueing a little bit. But Primitive Man announced a new album, and you know what that means? Primitive Man tour, which means the ultimate metal tour that we always promote.
The ultimate Summerfest, Andrew WK, Primitive Man, and Son.
So good.
I did listen.
Party Cannon? Maybe Party Cannon for
Yes, we
funsies?
joked about Party Cannon. Yes. So we would go back and forth. We would start with Primitive Man.
Yep. And then Son.
It would go to then it goes to Party Cannon. And then Son. And then Andrew WK.
Okay.
We got to give them that whiplash every time.
I also feel like just to even out the feeling here, Swallow the Sun just doing all of their most like scarring songs.
They just played Despair 4 times in a row.
And Lights on the Lake just for funsies.
And Lights on the Lake. Yeah. I did listen to that new Primitive Man song. It was a Primitive Man song. It sounds exactly like almost every other Primitive Man song. And that's all I got to say about it. I have to be in the mood for Primitive Man. I'm not sure what was in me when I really, really liked, what was it, Caustic? When I gave it to you back in our first year. I still like Entity. I think Entity's a great track. But other than that, I'm like,
they make pills to put you in the mood for Primitive Man. Brent Hinds unfortunately passed away.
that was going to be the next one that I brought up. Yeah. He died in a motorcycle accident.
Unfortunately, according to police, was his fault.
Yeah. Yeah. He was the one that quit recently from Mastodon too, wasn't he?
Yeah. No, he didn't quit. He was fired.
Oh, I thought he quit.
No. And then they had a bunch of back and forth of like being pissed off at each other.
Yeah, and then I think shortly after he passed, they did do like a memorial show.
Yeah, I mean, people have fights and everything. That doesn't mean that they didn't care about them and love them and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude was in the band for like 25 fucking years.
Sometimes I forget that Sometimes I forget it's 2025.
Yeah.
And there are bands that have been around since like the 80s. And it's weird because I don't consider them to be... I know Metallica is old. I don't picture them as an AC/DC. It's like one decade separate. It's like, oh, suddenly you guys should chill out. Like, stop.
Yeah. Slipknot's my favorite 80s band. They're from the 90s. It was a joke.
I know. I was trying to remember where I think the earliest recordings of them was 93.
Also, my favorite Slipknot song is Livin' La Vida Loca. I really want them, because of that stupid fucking meme, to actually cover that song. Yeah. They should. Corey Taylor. I know Corey Taylor is on board with doing it too. Like, he covers the
Corey
SpongeBob song all the
Corey
time.
has fun.
Yeah, it's clown that's the problem.
Yeah. Slipknot, I might as well get this out of the way because it's related. They put out, or are putting out, their 25th anniversary of the self-titled album, which came out in 1999. And at first I was just like, they announced they were going to put out, like, the special stuff for this was, we're going to put out a couple of demos of songs, namely Prosthetics and Me Inside, which I thought was odd because there have been multiple demos of those out for years, including with the 10th anniversary of the 1999 album. But no, what they meant is they're putting out a different version of it. And both are kind of cool. The Me Inside demo, still, his name isn't included, so I don't think it's him, but it sounds like Anders. There's like a death metal growl in it that it sounds like it was from Anders' version of the track, because you can listen to that version of the track and it's there as well. It could be Clown. Clown also did some background vocals in the early days for stuff like that, but the Me Inside demo is really cool. And then Prosthetics just has a different vocal take than the one that's been around for a little while. Other than that, the album's pretty much exactly the same. Still has all the other demo songs and things like that. So I just thought it was interesting because it sounds like Anders is on the song. But I like went and checked all of the things. I was like, the writing credits for the original song is like, oh, he wasn't on there. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. But
speaking of Slipknot, apparently their self-titled album hit triple platinum over the weekend.
Oh, that's cool. It's a good record. I actually got back into a little bit of a Slipknot phase recently. I kind of just went back and liked all of the songs that I really enjoyed from their early work, because I really haven't dove into their work lately, other than like one song off We Are Not Your Kind, which is the second most recent album they put out. And then really just the demo stuff that got leaked from all like the Anders and pre-self-titled era music. But like, I forgot that Psychosocial is a fun song. Gematria, the Killing Name, is a really good one off of All Hope Is Gone. They played that for the first time somewhat recently. I think I mentioned it in a different episode. But yeah, Slipknot, I've been kind of back on a Slipknot kick. sure it won't last super long, but I also don't listen to a lot of music right now. So once I get on to something, I'm like, I'm going to listen to this until I'm sick of it. So let's power through a couple of quick ones. Related to Ozzy's death, there was a interview that came out from Maynard and Adam Jones, with Maynard saying you never really know how long you're going to be here, and he wants to start releasing Tool stuff more often.
Yeah, speaking of which, apparently they are on working on a record, so we'll probably get that in like 20 years, and it won't be worth anything.
Yeah, hopefully. Like, I don't want to hate Tool. I like some Tool, but Fear Inoculum was boring.
Fear Inoculum.
It was so boring.
I am a Tool fan, like not like religiously, but I like most of the stuff they put out, and Fear Inoculum was terrible. It didn't like sound bad. It was just boring as hell.
Well, it was just 10,000 Days too.
No, it wasn't, because 10,000 Days was good.
What more I meant is, like, it was the exact same, like, it sounds way too similar. They didn't do anything different. So that's why it's boring, because people have been listening to the same album for 11 years.
So, but there are, of course,
however
people
long
that were in love with Fear Inoculum because it was a Tool record. So,
I did go to the tour that they were doing. It was a Perfect Circle, Pussifer, and Primus, and I really only went because I wanted to see Primus, because I'm not a big fan of Maynard. That being said, the show was fantastic. They did a thing where it wasn't just Pussifer, Primus, and then a Perfect Circle. They in between, like, every few songs, the band would change, and it was kind of a cool way to do it. And it was weird because all of those bands are weird, but all of the show is really good. I think it was also celebrating Maynard's birthday or something like that.
Gross.
I actually liked it a lot. I've never listened to Pussifer, but they put on some great songs. I kind of want to go check some of them out. And the only A Perfect Circle song I recognized was Judith. And then I think they did like a 3-way song that they all wrote together. Hot. Primus was good.
No,
but they put on a great show anyway.
Stop lying.
Primus is great. I don't care what you say. Anyway, that was a good show. If anybody else went to that one, it was solid.
Did you see this stuff about Cradle of Filth?
One of their members got fired, didn't they?
So he quit, and then but he was going to quit at the end of the tour that they're currently on, and Danny Filth just straight up fired him.
Okay. I don't know details.
That's pretty much. I mean, I'm not going to like get into details because it's drama, and I don't give two shits about drama. But I was like, oh snap. And
yeah, I saw that. I just don't know. I don't really keep up with Cradle of Filth, so I knew that one of their members was gone. But did they ever put out anything with Ed Sheeran yet?
That's the only thing I want to still.
Okay. I guess since drama, I can lightly touch on this because I had it up. The wonderful Ronnie Radke has been feuding with Anthony Fantano, the internet's busiest music nerd, and we occasionally talk about Fantano on the show.
I am in support of Fantano on this one.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Whatever you said there didn't come through.
I didn't say anything. I thought my pop filter smelled, so I gave it a sniff. It did not.
Mine does. That's what I'm kidding. It doesn't, but I never use it. I don't know why I have it. I when I was reaching up earlier, I was looking at the camera like, what the hell is that thing? It's like, oh, it's my pop filter.
You have a pop filter and you don't use it?
Well, the 7B kind of has one built in.
No.
And I talk off axis, so it doesn't really... I use it when I sing into it. But,
gotcha.
Yeah, no, Ronnie Radke and Fantano have been getting into it. Ronnie tried to sue him. He sued the wrong Anthony Fantano, and then he sued the right Anthony Fantano and lost. I think he was suing for defamation of some sort.
Probably because Fantano said he sucked, because, oh my God, he does. Come on, sue us so we can get money.
Sue me. At some point, man, I don't want to start fighting with the thing is, Ronnie will fight random people on TikTok.
Yeah.
Because he's a 40-year-old man-child. Hold on. If I'm going to talk I want to be accurate. He's a 41-year-old man-child.
Oh, even older. Damn.
I did one of those, like, what metal band are you today kind of thing. It was just a random filter. And I didn't know who it was when it popped up, and I was like, is that Ronnie? I don't want it to be Ronnie. And then somebody commented, is like, sorry, bro, it's Ronnie. I'm like, what? I didn't tag. I could have tagged him. I'm not going to tag Ronnie Radke on anything. Unless if I am actually discussing, like, legitimately. Because I've tagged bands that I talked about. I tag Metallica all the time because of the song versus stuff. But, yeah, no, Ronnie is just a douche.
Coward.
And he's like, it's weird because my cousin and his son love Falling in Reverse. But at least my cousin's son also recognizes that Ronnie is just a dumbass.
I mean, you can like the music and then just be like, God, that lead singer. I do that with Tool. I'm like, God, I like Tool.
But no, my cousin's like, people just hate him for no reason. And I'm like, he instigated a fight that got somebody killed. And he doesn't shut up ever. He's just a douche. He's the same way with Tom McDonald. He's like, he's so deep, bro. I'm like, Tom McDonald is about as deep as a puddle. He says the most basic things in the world. He's also Canadian. So why is he doing like a U.S. patriotism campaign other than the fact that he knows his fans are morons and don't care? I love my cousin. He's not always bright. And he doesn't listen to this, so that's fine.
I'm tagging him.
Tom McDonald, my example that I've been giving lately is like, Tom McDonald will say things like, the government's bad. I'm like, yeah, Tom, we've had thrash metal since the 80s. We know the government's bad. Megadeth's been around since then too. And as you know, I hate the government. And then he like really likes anybody who's conservative because it's Dave Mustaine. Speaking of which, they're on a farewell tour.
I hope it's permanent. God, I hope it's permanent.
I think it is because he
Sucks.
sounded fine. He sounded fine on their new record. Most of the record was boring. The songs I did like were fine, but when you listen to him live, he doesn't have it anymore. To be fair, he had throat cancer, so
no excuse.
So I think it's fine that that he's given up he's retiring. I think they are going to do one more album. But it's weird that like James sounded bad for years, but now he sounds really solid again. It's what happens when you take care of your voice and learn proper stuff, I guess. But so yeah, Megadeth is retiring. So that wipes off that one. Really quick, Cannibal Corpse have a fill-in guitarist because their longtime guitarist Rob Barrett isn't able to do it right now. So they have Brandon Ellis, who just left the Black Dahlia murder. That's a solid replacement. I wonder if he'll end up being on like the next Corpse record, which I think would be cool because Brandon Ellis is really, really good. I'm kind of bummed that he left Dahlia Murder, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yep, we already talked about Fantano and Ronnie Radke.
Apparently, Faust and Mortis are to rejoin Emperor for next year's Beyond the Gates tour.
I'm assuming those are just other
Emperor
members of Emperor.
Yes.
I don't know anything about Emperor other than
Isan.
Isan. And then we have a list for later. We'll do that after the reviews as usual.
Evanescence, Amy Lee, Spirit Box's Courtney LaPlante, also known as Poppy, and Poppy did a song together, and it was fine.
Did you say Courtney LaPlante, also known as Poppy?
Yes. There's a running joke that a reporter accidentally called Courtney LaPlante Poppy.
I forgot about that.
Yes.
Yeah. I listened to that song while you were messing with a charger of some sort. And then it was fine. It sounded like all three of them. It was an Evanescence song, and then it sounded like Poppy on an Evanescence song, and then it sounded like Spirit Box. So it was fine. Yep. I don't know if I'll ever listen to it again. I don't mind any of those of those singers. I liked Spirit Box's first record for the most part.
Still need to check them out. Like, I like some songs off of Spirit Box, but I've never given
I just don't want to. I don't want to give you their first record because, like, I really do think you're only going to like a handful of the tracks. My favorite is actually the opener, Sun Killer. I really like that track, and the other ones are fine. But I don't think it would. I've thought about giving it to you before, but it's an album that I'm even like, it's okay.
Yeah,
you know.
So I know Poppy, I don't really care for Poppy myself, but
I like a couple of her songs. I liked her guest spot on the newest Knocked Loose record.
Yeah.
It was crap, what song was it? Suffocate.
Yeah.
She had a solid scream. But
yeah. It like I said, it's a fine song, but it was cool to see them all like collabing and stuff. Speaking of collabing, dear God, how many bands are going to fucking collab with Baby Metal? Jesus.
Yeah, I saw this. I didn't pick it out, but
like, don't get me wrong. I'm no Baby Metal hater. And some of the stuff they've done, I think
You're
they've
not?
done. No, I'm not.
For some reason I thought you were. Maybe it was just because you said you absolutely despise Gimme Chocolate.
I don't like Gimme Chocolate, but I don't hate their music. I think they do some really interesting, cool stuff, and shit like that. I thought their songs with Bloody Wood were really good.
Someone told me about that recently, and I was like, I need to check that out.
There's two of them. They've done 2 songs with Bloody Wood. They've done a song with Alex Terrible and Slaughter to Prevail. They've done, of course, the really popular song with
Electric Callboy.
Electric Callboy. They've done a song with
I can't decide if
Courtney
I actually
LaPlante.
like them or not.
Okay,
yeah.
And now they've done a song with, unfortunately, Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah. Have you listened to it?
No, I haven't, and I refuse to. I would never support Five Finger Death Punch because I don't want to feel Ivan Moody's alcoholism. I'm doing it for the good of Five Finger Death Punch.
I'm kind of surprised that Five Finger would do a collab with Baby Metal, to be honest.
Well, it's money.
Okay, well, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I bet most of their fan base don't even like the song.
Probably not. Or they're going to be one of those fan bases where they're like, well, if Five Finger Death Punch thinks it's cool, then I think it's cool.
But then you have a bunch of army bros that are like, I love kawaii metal, which I think is kind of funny. So I'm for it.
I'm actually kind of for it.
I love Lady Beard.
You mean Lady Baby?
Whatever.
Also,
same
they've
thing.
done songs with Rob Halford and dude from Sabaton as well.
I think they haven't done a song with Rob Zombie, but they toured with Rob, and he was a big defender of them. Man, if you would have, they came out like 2013, 2014. I was still in college when they first broke out, I think.
I mean, they've been around for a while, but they got popular in like 2013, 2014 with Gimme Chocolate.
But I mean, if you would have asked back then if I thought they would be around in 2025, I probably would have said no. It's definitely just a gimmick band. But like, they've stuck around.
I mean, people like
Cool for them.
gimmicks.
That is true. Sleep Token. Anyway, I don't really. Yeah, Baby Metal's fine. I can't decide. Go ahead.
Dee Snider apparently is doing the Twisted Sister reunion tour after shitting on people for doing reunion tours.
Oh, I didn't know the second half of that.
Yeah.
Money talks.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't mind Dee Snider. Dee Snider like did a lot for metal back in the day.
Sure.
Standing
Also,
up to Congress and
he's just kind of a cool person in general. Except, but
I think he replied to one of my tweets once.
Wouldn't surprise me.
He was very friendly. I can't decide if I like Electric Callboy or not. I like a couple of songs.
I like the song they did with Baby Metal, and that's about it.
It was that was Ratatatata or whatever it's called. I also like We Got the Moves, but every single one of their songs has the same template. So like, or at least all the ones I've heard. So it's cool, but it gets samey. Let's do a couple of gaming things, and then we can hop into the
meat and potatoes.
Yeah, I was trying to come up with something else to say.
It's your thing.
The foie gras and the.
Why would you say something so controversial?
Because we're a metal podcast, Mitch. We have to be controversial, don't we?
No.
Let me explain why I do use the N-word. I'm kidding. I don't. I'm kidding. Joking.
He's not. Says it all the time.
Anyway,
he'll remove this, but
I'll
I'm filming this on my phone, so I will post it to our TikTok. He can't do anything about it.
I'll make it a short. I don't care.
God damn it.
People will know I'm joking. This is about an Alien game, but because it mentions Alien Isolation, I don't remember if it was announced on our last episode, but they are making an Alien Isolation 2, apparently. It's in production. I'm excited for that. Hopefully it's good. That being said, the creator of Dead Space would love to make an Alien game.
I would also like the creator of Dead Space to make a Dead Space game.
But he'd want complete creative control, which they're not going to give him.
No.
They're just not going to give him.
No.
They might give him a little bit, but...
You know what he would have complete creative control over?
A Dead Space game?
A Dead Space game. Actually, they probably wouldn't have complete creative control over that either.
That's probably fair. Did the original studio do the Dead Space remake?
Yes, I think they did, but he was not a part of it anymore.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh, so yeah. This is talking about the actual creator, not the studio. Okay.
No.
Thanks to Alien Dark Descent, we are no longer living in a world where the last decent Alien game was Isolation. I did not get into Dark Descent, but I also didn't make it out of the tutorial. It just seems really, really. Game? No, that's Rogue Incursion.
Oh.
Dark Descent was kind of like the TTS.
Okay.
That's not the right.
It's not, but I know which one you're talking about.
FTS, RTS. Jesus Christ. And I was really excited about that game when I first saw it because it reminded me of AVP Extinction on the PS2, which I really loved. But maybe I need to give it another shot. I wasn't really in the idea of thinking in an Alien game. I just kind of wanted to play. Also, Alien Earth came out. I still haven't seen it. I've heard nothing but good things. I'm excited.
I saw the first episode. It was good. I probably won't ever get to watch all of it because my parents have the Hulu thing and my mom wasn't into it, so therefore I don't get to watch it.
Can you not just borrow their login and watch it at home?
No. Hulu is one of those things that if you try to watch at the same time, it makes it so one person can't watch. And it's my parents' subscription. I'm not going, and they use Hulu quite a bit. I'm not going to take that risk with them.
because I'm so broke this month and I got a new card that I haven't updated onto things, my Disney Plus and Hulu is off. But yeah, so I still want to catch Alien Earth at some point. But yeah, I'm excited for Alien Earth. I want to catch it. Nothing else new about the Alien franchise, I don't think.
There's a sequel to Romulus.
Oh, I didn't hear about that, actually.
Yeah, that's old news, too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Bayonetta. I love Bayonetta. Bayonetta director am I going to try this? Hideki Kamiya. Sure. Throws down the gauntlet. Says if Hideo Kojima doesn't make another PT, quote, maybe I'll give it a go.
Well, that's just going to be too sexy.
I don't know. That sync fetus in PT was pretty inspiring. I've never played PT. I just know a couple of things that are in it. I played a little bit. There's a remake of it on that. You remember that game, Dreams?
Yes.
That came out a number of years ago. That isn't being supported anymore. What a shock. There's apparently a remake of PT in that. And I played a little bit of it when I was on call with Tim and Elizabeth on Discord once. It was creepy. It was surprisingly creepy.
Well, yeah.
And I looked up how accurate it was, and people are saying it's actually pretty accurate for being completely within Dreams. Like, okay, maybe I'll play it again. I've always had PT. I still do. But you can't play it on PS5. I thought about maybe you see occasional PS4s for like $30. I was like, I could turn it into an emulation machine and play PT. And then people were like, it's not worth turning a PlayStation into an emulator. It's
no. Also, stop doing things.
I know. I'm sorry. What really sucks is we were building a PC for, I think I've mentioned like Tim and Elizabeth and Jess on the show a couple of times. We were getting stuff for like a PC for Jess because she didn't have one, and we were, she's part of the group, want to play games. Jess is no longer in the group due to shenanigans at the gathering of the Juggalos. So now I have a $40 like HP office tower sitting in my house along with a 3050 low profile card. I should probably sell it. I'm probably going to sell it. But yeah, no, so the guy that created Bayonetta is threatening about making a PT game. I'm kind of surprised that, like, now that Silent Hill is kind of back in the swing of things, that they have, like, that Konami and Hideo Kojima haven't patched things up.
Why would they?
I don't know.
Have you heard, like, Hideo Kojima
I never knew the
ever
specifics.
talk? That dude got hella grudge.
Oh, no, I never really knew what the whole situation was, to be honest.
Oh, I'm not even talking about the situation. I'm just talking in general. Dude does not let go of things. He is very...
I didn't know that.
He's very...
Vindictive?
I mean, I can't say that about him because I don't know enough about him, but some of the shit he said about the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake was kind of... Jesus.
Which is weird because I've heard it's basically just 1-to-1.
It is. He wasn't upset. He wasn't necessarily upset of like anything like changes or anything. He was just upset that they were making his game in general. Because he's not a part of it.
He holds a grudge. Okay.
Yeah. And he said some like, I know how to kill people and stuff like that kind of shit. And I was like, okay, Kojima, let's tone it down a little bit, brother.
I feel like that may have been facetious.
Probably, but
all right, hope so. I hope
also
so.
It's Kojima, so who knows?
Oh, right. I did read a little bit of this. The guy says he wants to make PT, but quote, I hate horror, so it wouldn't be horror.
Then you're not making PT, and
plus I have no ideas.
Okay,
unquote.
Okay, cool. Don't do it. Just make another Bayonetta game.
Even the writer of this piece, I can see Woody in the background. He's just a blurry black blob.
He's been there for
but he's
kind of
like that. Well, I just heard him scratching on the scratch post. He's also usually just a blurry black blob. He's an old boy. But yeah, even the guy who wrote this article was like, sounds like a winner. Somebody cut this man a check. Right.
Silk Song came out.
Yeah, I heard about that. I've never played the original, though.
I haven't either.
Never seen much of the original.
Holy shit, Silk Song actually is a thing. Who knew?
Oh, was it like in developmental hell?
Oh my god, yes. Do you not video game news?
My indie gaming circles kind of restrained to certain games.
No,
I've never been super interested in Hollow Knight.
Well, yeah, no. Development hell for a long time. It's one of those games that got announced and then like went quiet for very long, and then everyone was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I see. OpenAI
Gross.
is backing a new animated feature film, quote, made largely with AI, unquote, to prove it can make films, quote, faster and cheaper, unquote, than Hollywood.
We live in a cyberpunk dystopia without the cool augmentations.
I want a camera in my eye.
I just want, like, if I'm fat,
to be able to kick a wall.
If I'm fat, I want it to be like fat because I'm just filled to the brim with cybernetic implants, and not because I'm out of shape.
I need a robot liver.
I actually need a robot heart.
You can get those though.
No, you can't.
They'll probably use a pig, but
yeah, that's not a robot now, is it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could probably get like they probably have some sort of robotic heart nowadays.
They don't. They have what's known as a ghost heart, but eh.
That sounds badass. This is the heart of Abraham Lincoln.
Anyways,
the AI firm hopes that if Critters with a Z is a hit, it will speed up Hollywood's embrace of AI technology. So, to the 4 people that will listen to this / watch this, do not watch Critters with a Z. They couldn't even come up with an original name. There's already a series called Critters
with a Z.
You're right. Yeah, I saw that there's a trailer. Oh God. It looks terrible. Anyway, speaking of AI, AMD reckons its next-gen GPUs will beat Nvidia at, quote, any sort of AI workload, unquote, and we're praying that rubs off on the company's gaming graphics cards. Guys, we just want strong graphics cards for gaming.
I just want a good graphics card for gaming.
I mean, I do other work, so like, as long as it's good for gaming and video work, I don't need AI stuff.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. I like DLSS. I think DLSS is cool, but come on.
Please.
If the next AMD card doesn't have 32 times frame generation, I'm gonna be mad. I should be able to slap this in with a dual core CPU and get 900 frames a second based off of one frame. Anyway, yeah, no, the Nvidia is already way too out of line at this point with, I guess I can't say that, but they're way too focused on AI, which I guess is what's making money right now, but they've really left their gaming customers kind of behind at this point.
Yeah.
Do you have something to say?
No, I'm not getting a 5090.
No. I'd love to get a 4090. Don't get me wrong, if someone wants to give me a 5090, I'll take it. Someone just wants to like send that to me.
I need an upgrade more than you do.
Nonsense.
I have a 2080.
Yeah, you're right. I have a 4070 Ti.
Yeah, fuck you.
and a Mac Studio.
Ew. Why would you ever touch Apple?
Because my boss sent it to me.
Gross. You should quit.
I'm thinking about it.
Maybe don't say that on the podcast.
He doesn't know my podcast exists. Life is Strange TV series set at Amazon from Charlie Covell, Square Enix, Story Kitchen, and Lucky Chap. I've been hearing about a Life is Strange TV show being made since the game came out. When did it come out? Was it
2013?
Life is Strange
2014?
1. I think it was 2013.
15?
Wow, 2015.
I was right on my third guess.
I could have sworn I was still in high school when that game came out.
No, I knew I was in college. I just couldn't remember how new in college it was.
I mean, that's when I played it. I played it when it was in college, but
I'm going to be honest. I'm getting sick of video games becoming movies and TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it is necessarily a bad medium, or that, people that don't play video games get some from, because what was it? The zombie fungus game, Last of Us.
I still need to play
the Last of Us TV show apparently was really, really good, and it's good for people that don't play video games. They get to see it. Same with the Fallout series, even though the Fallout series wasn't actually based on any of the games. Like, it took place in, I think,
just
the
the vibes.
Fallout 1 universe or something like that, but I could be wrong. And I think the new one's supposed to take place in New Vegas.
Yes.
But so in one side I'm like, yeah, it's cool, but most of the people that are going to appreciate these movies are video gamers, and unless you're like adapting a new story from it, like the Mortal Kombat movies, for instance, like they're kind of like based on the stories, but it's its own story itself.
Yeah.
It feels like you're robbing the like cinematography from the actual video game itself. Because like if they made a God of War, for instance, like God of War or Red Dead Redemption, you're losing out on some really amazing video game storytelling experience. And the thing about video games that the world has struggled with, if they're not gamers, is the fact that people don't see video games as an art form, as a cinematography, as a vessel for storytelling. And
which has changed a lot in recent years.
It has changed more, but it's still an issue. And the amount of like storytelling has gotten so much better in video games. The voice acting has gotten so much better. The details and everything so much better. So I don't know, like part of me is just kind of sick of them making TV shows when the games themselves are a perfect medium. On the other hand, I do understand like you're getting a wider audience. The video game people are still going to enjoy it or hate it, depending on if they hated the video game, as in The Last of Us Season 2.
People did not like the second season of Last of Us.
And they also didn't like the second Last of Us.
Only douchebags were really...
I also did not like the second Last of Us, but because of storytelling, fuck you, of some of the story elements. I just didn't like the story as much.
And I mean, that's fair, but people were taking it too far on the whole woke...
Yeah.
BS
I still will argue to this day that games did not used to have this problem of like being called woke and everything, and you could have your main character be colored or a woman and it not be a fucking problem as much, at least.
I
don't remember as a kid ever like that being an issue. Like one of the characters you play in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is named Ramirez, meaning he's probably Hispanic. I don't remember anyone ever bitching about that.
It's something that is completely, I'm going to say manufactured.
Yeah.
By political stuff.
And social media.
What's that?
And social media.
Yeah. And social media. But it's definitely a thing where it's like, oh no, we're not mad that it's because they're poorly written. And I'm like, yeah, there are definitely some instances of things being poorly written. But that's been a case all the time. Yeah. The only thing that has come out that I will say that I agree with people on is the Black Christmas remake from 2019, because that movie was just made to push a message and nothing else. It was also just bad, and it didn't have anything to do with Black Christmas.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good. It's not worth you knowing.
The only time,
like, if Aliens, if the movie Aliens came out today, people would be calling Ellen Ripley woke.
Or what was the other one?
Starship
Terminator. Troopers.
And Starship. Yeah, well, Starship. Yeah, I mean that's also what Starship Troopers was essentially just a parody, or satire properly.
Yeah. What was I going to say? But you kept talking. Oh, the only instance that I'm like, okay, this didn't need to happen. It doesn't bother me. Is games where it's like historically inaccurate for a certain race or gender to be a part of it. So like if you're making, I don't know.
Well, Call of Duty World War I got that.
Yeah. And like there were women in there, but it wasn't as common as like now, for instance. Call of Duty, one of the older Call of Duties, like before Call of Duty 4, there was an entire section that was based off of the black tank regiments that were a thing. They were segregated from the white troops and everything like that. And I thought that was really cool. That was a really cool way to tell the story and everything. But I am talking like the game is trying to be historically accurate, and then they do something like that. I don't care if it's not historically accurate and they're just making a game to make a game. Whatever.
Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh, don't even get
There's
fucking
gay
started.
people in it.
There was also a black samurai, which was historically actually a dude. Whether he was a samurai.
He was just a backup samurai. He didn't really...
They're called retainers. Anyways,
I just really liked your delivery on that.
It's shit like that. Like that's stupid. Don't get mad about it. And even in my example of like being not historically accurate, don't get mad at it. It's a fucking video game.
There are way more important things to be mad about in the world.
Yeah, like oh no, my battle simulation has women in it.
My space game has melanin in it.
Yeah, shit like that. Like it makes no goddamn sense. Just if you don't want to play it, that's one thing. But don't bitch about it.
I very rarely pull the you're privileged card. In fact, this might be the first time I've ever pulled it. If you can sink a significant amount of your energy into being mad about a video game that isn't like completely over, like I understand why people were mad about the 7 Days in Fallujah or something when it first was announced.
What's another, or like that one game where it's literally about killing races. It was developed by the Ku Klux Klan.
Oh yeah, stuff like that. If you're just mad about just a normal video game and you can pump that much energy into it and you're just bitching on social media all the time, or you're flooding YouTube comments, or getting people to quit social media because you won't stop harassing them. That one actress from Star Wars The Last Jedi. You have, obviously it's a movie, not a game. You have way too much time on your hands. You're
Okay.
very privileged.
Speaking of Last Jedi, though,
Uh-huh.
I will always make the argument that Star Wars fucked up on their storytelling of the last trilogy.
Oh, well, yeah.
But no. Specifically, it would have been way cooler for his name was Flynn, right? The stormtrooper.
Finn. Just
Finn.
Finn. And that's what I know exactly what you're about to say.
Yeah. The
To make him a Jedi.
To make him a Jedi, having the whole I was brainwashed by the Empire, but now I'm turning sides.
But that's what the seeds were being planted for in the first movie. In the first movie of the trilogy, that's like kind of where they were headed with it. And then I forget who made The Last Jedi. Was it J.J. Abrams, or did he make the first one? And then somebody completely different did The Last Jedi, and he was like, I want to do my own thing, which is fine, but
also just making it. They dropped the ball. Finn should have been a Jedi. That would have been so cool.
Exactly.
Would have been so cool.
I don't hate Last Jedi. I thought the movie was fine.
I didn't see it.
It's better than episode 7 and 8 are still better than episode 1 and 2. This weird revisionist history thing where people are like, because the sequels, they didn't like the sequels, suddenly the prequels are good. No. I'm not saying the prequels had nothing of merit. Obviously, every movie kind of has one or two cool scenes in it. The pod racing, the fight with Darth Maul, the fight with Count Dooku, and there's some interesting stuff in 2. I do think 2 is probably the most boring of the movies. But this whole thing is like, the prequels were actually good. And it's like, no, they weren't. And the only reason people like 3 is because it's a meme factory.
I don't know. I've only seen episodes 4, 5, and 6. And 7 and 8.
3 is worth watching once. And then you can just go watch the cool scenes on YouTube.
I did see 1 in theaters, but I was so young and didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I didn't know what was going on either. Nobody did. I've been watching Cosmonaut Variety Hour for a long time now, and he got big because Nostalgia Critic shared, I think, his video on the Sam Raimi trilogy of Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like that new school kind of comedy review type thing where it's a lot less character driven, but there are still jokes.
Sure.
And then I was trying to find a specific clip, and I found a Reddit where people are like, Marcus is so pretentious, and he said he doesn't understand what the first movie of Star Wars was about, and I understood it when I was 5. And I'm like, no, you didn't. But I don't know. Yeah, so Life is Strange show. I've been hearing about this since 2015. Maybe it'll finally exist. I don't think it's necessarily going to be good. My opinion on Life is Strange has been odd lately. I loved the game when I first played it. I loved Before the Storm as well. Looking back on it, they are not written very well. The dialogue is terrible throughout both games. The remasters did not help the graphics at all. Weirdly, the lip syncing was better though. I'll give it that. And then my last gaming thing, first of all, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 finally has a release date. We'll see if that stays. They've also been under controversy because they were going to lock 2 clans of vampires behind DLC, day 1 DLC. Everybody was mad about that, so they changed their mind. And they're also, this is the headline, Bloodlines 2 narrative director tries to get players to lower their expectations, patiently explains it's not going to have the scale of Baldur's Gate 3 or Grand Theft Auto. Kind of a weird comparison, I think, but where Baldur's Gate 3 was a, quote, an entire role-playing setting, unquote, Bloodlines 2 will apparently be a, quote, role-playing module, unquote. It seems like
that's fair, but
yeah, I mean, the game's been in developmental hell for 10 years now. Maybe a little bit less than that, but from what I'm seeing, I finally like talked to some people that were like into or against the game, and they're like, it just seems like they're making an action RPG instead of RPG first, which is what the first game was. Because the first game has a lot of role-playing elements in it. Really, really deep for the time. That and people don't like the people who wrote the game. They're already calling it woke and bunch of BS and things like that. My thing is, I did not play the original game. I want to. I have not yet. I just want the game to be fun. As long as the game is fun, I will be happy. That's all I need. But I don't know, dude. I don't like gamers anymore. Everybody just complains about everything.
Yeah. Well,
including me. I complain about dumb people. So. But
I feel like complaining about dumb people is worth it, though.
That's fair.
But you gotta stop arguing with people online.
I do. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so I'm still looking forward to Bloodlines 2. I hope it's good. People seem to forget the first one was completely broken when it released. It was terrible, and fans had to fix it. I'm not saying that that's good, but if the game comes out and it's not great, as long as they have mod support, they'll probably end up fixing it just like the first game, and then people are probably going to be happy. So
Sure.
That's all I got. That's all I got on gaming. I am excited for that. We'll see if it actually comes out.
Also, Switch 2 is the thing.
Oh yeah, the Switch 2 came out. I'm pretty sure the episode that I still haven't finished editing is talking about Switch 2 stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I decided to put the date in the beginning of this.
So, I'm not going to buy one. If they do one of two things, then I probably will buy one.
Mm-hmm.
One of three things, which will probably happen. If they make a Metroid Prime 4 Switch edition, yeah, I'll buy the Switch too, because I have no shame for Metroid. If they release a Metroid or a Zelda game exclusively for the Switch 2, I will probably maybe not a Metroid game.
Well, that's fair.
Probably a Zelda game. And depending on the Zelda game, like if they make another Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, I won't. I like Breath of the Wild. I like Tears of the Kingdom. They are not the Zelda that I grew up with, and I don't like them as much as I like Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker and Twilight Princess and all of those. And maybe that's just little kid nostalgia, but I'm also not big on open world games. I never have been.
That's fair. The only Zelda game I've ever pumped time into is Twilight Princess.
It was a good one. A little slog at the beginning.
Liked
the beginning portion's a slog.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed it. I don't think I ever finished it, but
That's
it was
too
on
bad.
the Wii. I liked the game. I'd like to play it again, maybe. But they've ported it to newer consoles, haven't they? There's a Switch version of it, I think.
No, it's
maybe
only,
I'm thinking of the GameCube to the Wii version.
So it came out simultaneously for GameCube and Wii.
Which those are essentially the same console anyway. The Wii was a little bit more powerful, but not by much.
Yes, but it added, of course, motion controls, but also everything was mirrored in the Wii version. The dungeons were mirrored and everything, because in the GameCube version, Link is left-handed, and Link has always been left-handed. But in the Wii version, he's right-handed, because most people are right-handed.
All right, yeah. That's interesting. I feel like I've heard that before.
I don't know what they did with the Wii U updated version, where they made it a HD.
That might be what I'm thinking of.
That's what you're thinking of. Version. But yeah. Anyways,
but Gage played a ton of Tears of the Kingdom when it came out. Like, that's all he played for like a month and a half, and a
lot of people really liked it. It just wasn't my cup of tea.
I was just like, I want to play my PlayStation.
Except the Ganon fight, the final Ganon fight in that was a fantastic Ganon fight, one of the best ones. in all of Zelda. My arguments for the best Ganon fights are Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, and Tears of the Kingdom. Ocarina of Time was fun, and it's a classic, but it's not like the greatest fight.
I think I watched a buddy do one of those fights where with a jar instead of the sword.
I know you can do the Twilight Princess one with a fishing rod.
I think it was Ocarina, but I could be
okay.
wrong. It was one of the N64 games. It was
then it was
ago,
probably
so
it was Ocarina, because Majora's Mask is you fight Majora and not Ganondorf.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Link. Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Cool. That's all I got on that. We might do a list later. This has been going on for 2 hours already. Joy.
I already
Let's go
told
ahead
my
and get
friend
to the...
I'm not playing.
I'm sorry.
So it's fine.
But let's go ahead and get into it. I forget who went first last time. Mitch!
Yes.
What did you listen to this 6 months?
This 6 months, or do you mean just today?
You only listened to it once, I imagine.
I listened to it multiple times today, but no, I listened to it like a couple of times where we were like, "Hey, you want to record? Yeah, let's record when I get home." Oh, Ethan's asleep.
Yeah.
What did
I've listened to mine a few times, so
that's what it's called.
Up to.
I only knew it as so I listened to Cal Decapitation's Monolith of Inhumanity. I forgot the of Inhumanity part because all I know it as is Monolith.
Yeah. A lot of people just say, "Oh, Monolith or Anthropocene or Death Atlas." Yada.
Speaking of which, Cattle Decapitation is doing a tour where they're going to play all of Death Atlas.
I forgot about that. I would like to go see that.
And I found out the reason that
album.
They are doing that. It's because they felt that the pandemic really ruined their chance to play it in full, so they want to give it justice.
Oh, fair enough.
Since, it came out during the pandemic or right before it.
Yeah, I mean, they put out Bring Back the Plague and 4 months later.
Sorry, I'm really busy right now. I have a succotash. And he demands pets. So yeah, listen to Cal Decapitation's Monolith of Inhumanity. What did I think? Well, everyone knows that I really liked Anthropocene, and I even really liked more. At least I've said on record more recent videos, Death Atlas. I really like Death Atlas.
Yeah.
From what I can tell, and Death Atlas and Anthropocene are the only two records I've listened to. I haven't listened to their newest one, and I haven't listened to anything previously other than, of course, Monolith. Mm-hmm. What I can tell is they have slowly changed their sound over time.
Yes.
And I prefer the newer sound. And so Monolith was much more techie grindy.
Mm-hmm.
And I really did not like it. I started liking it more towards the end of the album, where it didn't feel as much techie grindy. I even had a song picked out, but I cannot for the life of me find the song.
I imagine it's either going to be Life Stalker or Your Disposal.
I think it was Life Stalker. I mean, I liked Your Disposal, but I think
Life Stalker has the really long, extended.
Yeah.
Which they do have more of that later in their album instead of earlier. So.
But Carbon Stampede and Dead Set on Suicide were just too grindy, and I remember
both of those songs.
I remember a friend showing me this band back in high school with these songs, and I remember I not liking them either, and that's kind of what kept me from checking out Cal Decap, because that's what I thought they were, and it just sounds like garbled mush, and I don't like it. I like much cleaner, much crisper.
It's weird. I'll let you continue. I'll put my thoughts later. I apologize.
Much cleaner, much crisper, kind of like. I'm not saying like they're playing sloppy. That's not what I'm saying at all. And I'm not saying the production's bad, but it is a type of playing that starts to blend together and becomes indiscernible. And especially his vocals, when he gets in the lower range, he's like doing those like slam style gutturals that I have no clue even remotely if he's even forming a fucking word. And I hate that. I hate that sound.
Yeah.
I've always hated that sound. It's the reason I don't like slams. The reason I don't like grind. It's the reason I don't really care for Dying Fetus. That's a style of vocals that I don't care for. That being said, I didn't hate the record. It's not something I like won't necessarily, if somebody puts it on, I'm going to be like, no, fucking turn this shit off. But I'm also probably never going to go back to this record.
Okay.
It didn't grab me. Overall production was fine. It's clear enough what they were trying to do, but it's their older sound, and I just don't care for their older sound. As controversial as that seems to be for like metalheads and stuff, most people are always like, I like their older sound. Not, and when I say their, I don't mean cattle.
You mean in general.
In general.
Yeah. And those people exist in the cattle
of
fandom.
Course they do. So overall, I'd probably give this like a 6. It was fine.
Okay. So obviously it's been a while since I gave it to you, and I'm pretty sure I prefaced it by saying that it probably wouldn't be your favorite. So this record is what actually, like, this is the one that that gave them a lot of popularity. It was the first record with actual what I would call tight and clean production. Not quite as clean as like their newest record, where this is the first one with Dave Otero, and Otero's done all of their stuff after this as well. So Anthropocene and Death Atlas, which you've listened to. And they definitely changed up their sound a little bit from this to Monolith to Anthro, and then even more to Death Atlas. This is still pretty in their like death grind era. This is like their last album that I would call pure death grind. And if you go one album back, you would definitely hear what I mean, which is what I was kind of like, I thought was weird when you were calling it muddy. I think I've shown you a song or two off of Harvest Floor. It was the one where I said I had my new favorite cattle sound, or Travis sound. It's been a hot minute, so I don't expect you to remember. Yeah. But that is the album previous. In fact, hold on. I'm sure that you can. What is that song? I just want to give you an example so you can kind of know what I'm talking about. But there's a specific song that I can't remember what it's called. There are a couple songs off that record I like. The Ripe Beneath the Rind, if you would listen to the first 10, 15 seconds of that. Sorry, I looked it up on Spotify instead of YouTube, or else I'd just send you the link. The Product Alive is also a really good song as well. And that's where he also first started doing the melodic vocals. And they were really roughly mixed in this album because it was brand new and they were still kind of in that muddy death grind era. So when Monolith, well, I've already shown you that song before, and I think 10 seconds is the noise I like. 5 seconds.
It's definitely gross, and I hate it.
The Product Alive is not as gross. That one actually has a riff.
Yeah, this is
at
the style
least
of sound I don't like. And when I say muddy, again, I'm not talking about like quality or anything.
I think chaotic.
Yeah, chaotic is
maybe a better word.
Too busy.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. So like as I was saying, this is kind of like the first record that they really cleaned up, and this is what broke them into more popular type of space in the metal world, especially because of forced gender reassignment, the music video specifically. And there are people that a lot of people say that Monolith, or they kind of go in between the three records, kind of like with Gojira, Monolith, Anthro, and Death Atlas is their best. It kind of goes back and forth between what people consider their best record. And I don't mind changes every now and then, but I think it's more between Anthro and Death Atlas than Monolith. I do enjoy Monolith. I really enjoy the first song I really liked by them was Dead Set on Suicide, and even then, like, I was still not used to like this kind of death metal. So I was like, I like this song, kind of. I don't know what's going on, but I kind of like it. And this is also where Dave Otero really started to put more production into those clean singing parts. So you have Life Stalker and Your Disposal. Your Disposal just has a really pretty chorus that I like in terms of the singing. The you alone are your disposal. Except dirty, of course. And then I also really like Kingdom of Tyrants as a closer, because I think that opening riff and just everything in that is wonderful. And when you're when you brought up the idea of, oh man, a lot of people are like, I prefer their older sound. It seems like up until this new record, because it sounds exactly like Death Atlas, Cattle seem to have gotten more popular and more enjoyed with each record, because their first record is just grind. It's just grindcore. And it's really gross. And it's something that I don't really like. I don't listen to it a lot. I'll occasionally go back to a song or two. But as they continued, they got more and more and more popular, like I said, up until, Terrasite, that's what it's called. And they were like, this just sounds exactly the same. They're getting kind of stale, which I kind of agree. I thought it was fine, but as much as I like Dave Otero, a lot of his production starts sounding the same. But I did figure that you would not hate this album. I figured you were going to be pretty indifferent to it. But I kind of wanted to hear your thoughts between it and then the Anthropocene and Death Atlas, because especially when they hit Anthropocene, they still have kind of those grindy moments, but it's a lot more musical. Maybe that's not the best
structured
word. Structured, maybe. But yeah. I figured it wasn't going to be your favorite of the trilogy. I wanted to hear your opinion based on like how they evolved over those three records, especially because once like you said, you basically loved Death Atlas.
Yeah.
So I did not get into Cattle until I heard Manufactured Extinct, which is the first song off of Anthro. And then I kind of went back to this one, and I really do like this album for the most part. There are a couple songs I don't really listen to, but I like the kind of the aggression here, and kind of like that chaotic riffage style. Like, I love Gristle Liquor. Forced Gender is fun. I think Carbon Stampede's a great intro. I love the ending of it with the gang vocals. And then, once you get later in the song, that has more of the melodic elements with the vocals as well. Like I said, Life Stalker's very pretty. Your Disposal's very pretty.
Well, what did I give you, Ethan?
Mitchell gave me a black metal album. Atmospheric black metal, post metal, folk metal, according to the always correct Metallum. This is a artist known as Myrkur. It's a solo project, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And Myrkur was also a pop star prior to doing this album, doing this project, which I gather made the dorks very mad.
She had a lot of course, wonderful black metal people, specifically black metal fans, definitely not giving her death threats or, the things that you would expect black metal fans to do, because black metal fans are chill.
Super chill.
So chill.
There's never been any negativity out of the black metal community.
No.
Ever.
Super accepting, all religions specifically.
Correct. And they've never used a suicide photo for an album art. Never. It's never happened.
No. So,
One of their members have never made a racist D&D clone
or anything like that. Also, definitely, just generally, never racist.
Never.
I never have to, unlike power metal, I never have to worry about them being a Nazi. Never.
Varg Vikernes is a douchebag. Why couldn't it have been him?
Yeah. Yeah, I gave you a Myrkur record. Was it M?
Yes, it was M. From what I gather, this is their first official LP. She had an EP beforehand that was just called Myrkur. What did I think about this record? This was decent. It's not my favorite thing you've ever given me, especially even when it comes to black metal. I still like Batushka more.
Yeah.
But I did like a lot of this in terms of like instrumentation. I liked it when it was a lot more clean than it was black metal.
Sure.
Nothing was necessarily wrong with the black metal. I did like a few of the riffs. I thought some of it was pretty catchy. The clean singing was gorgeous. Her screams were pretty good, though they were, and this is not a judgment because I do the same thing in stuff that I record. The distortion they use on her voice to give it extra grit in the mix comes off a little piercing in the high end, especially when she has higher pitched screams. I noticed that in just a few of the songs. There's a number of, well, I guess the closer is an instrumental. There's a couple of tracks on here that I would call interludes. There's like a song that's about a minute and a half, and then there's a song that's about 2 minutes long. Those are usually pretty clean and leading into the next track. I do have a few notes. The very first track, I love the intro. It reminded me a little bit of Winter Horde, if I was remembering my music correctly. And then also it was kind of piratey. Like it reminded me of pirate music for some reason.
I mean, she does utilize a nickel harpa. So.
What did you mention it was?
It's a nickel harpa. It's a traditional like Danish folk instrument.
Okay.
She also uses traditional Nordic, but I think specifically Danish. She's Danish, by the way. Cow
Never
yodeling.
been my favorite pastry.
Anyways, so she uses cow yodeling, which was
yodeling.
Yeah, it was a tradition they used in the mountains, where each herd of cattle had their own specific song that you would yodel out into the mountains to get them to come back to flock.
Huh. Interesting.
Let me find the song specifically that uses it.
According to Spotify, the first track had lyrics in English, but I couldn't make out a single one of them. But the first song was just a lot of clean singing and harmonies and very pretty reverb and things of that sort. I really like the instrumentation of the second track. This is the first song that really started reminding me of Batushka. I like the implementation of different instruments throughout the whole music, especially the whole album, especially when the music cleans up a little bit and is less on the black metal-y parts. Like I mentioned, her screams are pretty solid. I didn't have notes for every single song, but really,
well, maybe it wasn't this album.
Near the end of as I was getting near the end of the record, a lot of the songs started kind of just bleeding together.
Yeah, I can see that.
Which, isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I would say that there's a lot of songs on here that kind of sound the same, and I don't really know if I could pick one out specifically. It doesn't help that the song tracks, and the lyrics are not in English, so it's hard for me to remember the track names anyway. But all in all, I did enjoy it.
I was wrong.
What?
I was wrong. It's on her second album that she has the yodeling.
Okay. I was about to say I didn't hear anything that resembled yodeling, but it's probably different than yodeling I have in my head when I think of yodeling. Or maybe not. I don't know.
Here, just give a listen to that first song.
Oh, she's on Relapse. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
She does a lot of cool things.
That's kind of cool.
That I really enjoy musically. She explores traditional folk sounds in her black metal that I just really like. I've only listened to her first two records. I haven't listened to anything after that. I need to give them a shot. Not saying I won't, just I haven't gotten to it.
No, I got you there.
But I gave her to you just as a here is something different. It's not just straight metal. This is something interesting. Did I expect you to like love it? No, but I thought you would at least be like, well, this is different and interesting sounding.
It's definitely interesting. I wouldn't necessarily call it different from what you've given me in the past. It seems in your wheelhouse. It sounds good. I did like it. I would probably, I mean, similarly, I'd probably give it like maybe a 6.5 or a 7. It's not my favorite thing you've ever given me. I'm not sure if I would revisit it much. But I do have a couple of songs liked on Spotify, so it might pop up in my playlist every now and then. But it was solid.
Also in Discord, if you just want to see her playing the folk instrument, I put it in Discord. It's a really cool instrument. I wanted to pick it up at some point. It's like a hurdy-gurdy and a violin combined. So it uses what's known as sympathetic strings. So they don't get played by the bow at all. They vibrate based on the different frequencies being played on the actual strings playing. Similar to, not the same as drone strings, because you play drone strings. These vibrate based on just sound waves in general. Cool. I believe sitars use a similar concept.
That's what I was thinking too. I was gonna ask for clarification on that. But yeah, it was solid. It's definitely not bad. It was interesting, a little bit different. And
did you give it a number already?
Yeah, 6.5, 7, something like that.
Okay.
So all in all, not a negative episode all around. But yeah, it was fine. All right, so we're back on Loudwire lists. The 11 best. What's that?
I was actually pleasantly surprised by this one.
Okay, yeah. The 11 best progressive death metal albums of all time, and there's some familiar looking album art on the cover of the list. So obviously we'll do this here. We've done a couple lists recently where it was prog death metal or prog in general, and we were very lost. So hopefully this one's a little bit more in line with what we know.
I'm more versed in prog death metal than I am just prog metal.
Fair enough.
Also, have you noticed that none of those lists included Haken?
Yeah.
And that's kind of a shame.
Yeah. I like Haken.
Haken's good. Except for the last album. Fuck that last album.
I haven't heard anything off it.
It's boring.
Cynic. Focus. 1993.
Yep. That makes sense.
I've never listened to Cynic. I've heard that they're fantastic. I have heard an album with Paul Masvidal on it. That one being Persephone and and Devin Townsend, I think. Deconstruction, I think, had Paul Masvidal on it.
Yeah.
I forget this Persephone album you gave me because it was fine. Atma. No, you gave me the other one. No,
yes? I gave you Atma.
No, it was Yeah, you're right. It was Atma. The other one's called
Spiritual Migration.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you gave me Atma. You did say I might like Spiritual Migration more, but I have not checked it out yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Cynic's whole thing is, oh my back. Ow. Yeah, they write albums about my back. They do vocoder.
Yep.
Is that just like, it's not like a gimmick, but that's what they're known for. Yep. Are there not like growls and stuff in their records?
No, there are. This is a prog death metal list after all. And you don't get death metal after growls. Yeah. One of the guitar players does growls on their older records. I don't think they do growls anymore though. I know them for Trace in Air is the record I know them best for. I need to listen to Focus.
Bouncing off of what you just said, I'm sure there are instrumental death metal albums.
Sure.
So,
but
I don't know. I thought there was a discussion there about
if there's vocals, it's going to be growling.
It needs to be growled. Yeah. And if they're clean, it's going to be like prog death instead.
That's fair. Like death metal doesn't have to be purely growls, but it needs to be like lower growls, with the majority of it being growling.
Fair.
Instrumentality is minor keys and dissonance and atonal sounds with heavy distortion and speed. Whereas black metal is...
I really appreciate that you can just kind of like divvy that out offhand.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'd be able to do that, TBH.
I spent...
Like, I could, but it's not... I wouldn't be as specific, I guess.
I spent a good portion of my senior year of college making a list of metal genres and everything, and I got really deep into the music theory behind each genre. Black metal, you have the high-pitched screaming. It's less atonal and more towards minor keys and like different types of minor keys like Mixolydian and stuff. Don't quote me on the Mixolydian part. I actually never learned the different styles of scaling. It was never taught to me as a classical violinist between like Mixolydian and the modes. That's what they're called.
Yeah.
I never learned about those, and anytime I inquired about them, I was told there's no point in learning about them. And then literally every fucking music YouTuber uses them. So I'm like, I clearly missed out on something. Yeah, that stuff's important. That's what distinguishes genres is
yeah, absolutely.
Tonality / timbre and music theory.
Yeah. I feel like one of the only genres that I would have trouble describing would be sludge. Because I just don't know much about stoner and sludge and stuff like that, really.
Sludge is a combination of doom metal and not stoner, because stoner is just a form of doom metal.
That's fair. I kind of forget that sometimes.
Like doom metal is a huge part of it, and then like maybe some hardcore punk and everything. I don't know sludge too well. I don't like sludge all that much, but like early Mastodon is sludge.
That's fair. That includes Leviathan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Fair enough. I haven't dove much deeper into Mastodon yet. I kind of want to. I think now that I liked the one record you gave me, I might be able to.
I recommend Emperor of Sand a lot.
Okay.
Obviously, check out Leviathan.
I did like The Wolf is Loose, which is not on the record you gave me. I forget which one that's on.
It's not on Emperor of Sand either.
I think it's on like a Brown record. But anyway, I just wanted to say like you're a smart dude, and
Appreciate
I like having you on here.
Appreciate it. You're all right too, pal.
I'm definitely much more the generalist of the two of us. I can certainly go deep into conversation, but it's not my strong suit.
Sure.
Edge of Sanity, Crimson, yes.
Yep.
Yes. I don't know if these are like in order.
I don't think they are.
Or anything, but
Brown record.
dude, Crimson's great. Crimson's a great record. Crimson 2 is also a great record, not as good as Crimson 1.
Oh, Blood Mountain is the Mastodon.
Blood Mountain, yeah. It's funny. So when I was in Fleshbore, the bass player, I don't know if I'd call us friends anymore or not. We don't really talk much anymore. But at the time, he was really big into like 90s death metal. That's pretty much all he liked at the time, if I recall correctly. And we introduced him to like Cattle Decapitation and stuff like that, modern stuff. And he was also into like Gore Guts and things like that. I still need to listen to some Gore Guts. I think specifically the big one's Colored Sands.
I don't know. I don't know Gore Guts. Oh, I know. I know of them. I just don't.
Yeah. I know a little specifics, but he had never heard of Edge of Sanity. So whenever it was when I reconnected with all those guys after our falling out, I brought up Edge of Sanity to him. It's like, you should listen to Crimson. I think it'd be right up your alley. And he has completely hopped on to, he's like, Edge of Sanity is better than your favorite band, like 90s like and they're good. I need to listen to more of them. I haven't listened to anything other than those two. I've listened to a couple songs because they came on, but
sure.
I need to actually listen to more Edge of Sanity and probably Dan Swano in general.
His solo record's pretty solid.
Yeah, I know he was in Bloodbath for a little while.
Oh, I didn't.
I think you told me that at one point.
Michael Ockerfeldt was in And
I know he was in Bloodbath. I thought Dan Swano was. I can't remember.
Swano.
Death, The Sound of Perseverance. It's a perfect album. It's a perfect album. It's great. I can't say anything.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I know a lot. I've been seeing a lot of people recently, like,
Oh yeah, Dan
denouncing
Swano
Sound
was
of
in
Perseverance. Yeah, he was a drummer, I think, right?
I really know.
But I've recently been seeing people saying like Sound of Perseverance isn't a Death album. It's a whatever the other band he was doing at the time.
I don't
Which I
know.
feel like I should know.
I didn't know Chuck was
Defeat.
in any
It's
other
not.
bands.
Yeah, he was in another band at. I have to look it up now. What other band was Chuck?
What is this cat?
Please, Schuldner in.
He looks like he's about to cry.
Oh, he was in a few different bands. Voodoo Cult, Slaughter. The one I'm thinking of is Control Denied. Which they only ever had one record because he died while in the middle of making that record.
Oh, that sucks.
He also wasn't the vocalist on that album. He did guitars, songwriting, and lyrics, and then a guy named Tim Aymar, I guess, who passed away a couple of years ago, did vocals on it. I watched a little bit of it. There are like Control Denied demos of some of the songs off of Sounds of Perseverance. Like I think there's a Bite the Pain demo and a couple other ones where it's completely clean sung.
Gotcha.
I need to look those up again. But there's some. It's not actually a Death album. It's a Death album, and it's amazing. Brother.
It's a fantastic death metal album.
I also really like their cover of Painkiller.
Yes, their cover of Painkiller is great.
Opeth Blackwater Park. We have talked about this album at length. So there's a whole episode where we talk about it. It's episode 5. Go check it out. It is a great record. It also has Steven Wilson on it. I believe he also
helped produce it.
Yeah. Great record. I still need to listen to more Opeth in general, but speaking of which, Ghost Reveries, the other record that we talked about on episode 5.
Yep.
Also great. I have not listened to it nearly as much as Blackwater Park, and I probably should. Honestly, I can't really remember much of the album other than the beginning of Ghost of Perdition.
Dude, there's such a great meme of Mordecai and Rigby from Regular Show where Mordecai punches Rigby in the face through a box, and and
it said like
the
0.8
caption,
seconds in.
Yeah, the caption was opening the Ghost Reveries.
Yes, I agree. I saw a few different variations of that. BT Bam Colors. I've always heard that this is a fantastic record.
Same.
I've not given it a shot. I've tried listening to a little bit of BT Bam, not much, but maybe I'll eventually get there. Speaking of which, BT Bam, the Parallax 2 Future Sequence. Again, neither of us have really listened to BT Bam. Speaking of Persephone from earlier, Atma.
Yeah, I knew that was on there.
I don't know. I thought the record was okay. I don't know if it's one of the best of all time, but
no, you're wrong, so it's okay.
Okay, I mean, I value your opinion on the band more than mine. Amorphous. I've never listened to Amorphous.
Queen of Time's a solid one, and I know that's the one on that list.
I don't think I know anything about Amorphous.
Started out as melodic death metal and then became proggy.
We have talked about The Bee before because it was on like a top 11 prog song record or list. Rivers of Nile, Where Owls Know My Name. It's a fantastic album.
Still haven't finished.
Love the saxophone on it. No. But I've listened to most of it. It's solid. Blood Incantation. I've been hearing a lot about Blood Incantation.
I don't get this album.
Past few years.
I don't get this album.
I think Gage showed me a little bit of this record, and I didn't mind it, but like the first song was like 21 minutes long.
That doesn't sound right.
Maybe I'm thinking of the one with the alien on it. Because that's the other record everybody talks about.
Yeah, no, because this is like a 1-song record where it's or it's 2-song record, and it's the Stargate tablets 1, 2, and 3, and the Message tablets 1, 2, and 3, and they're all like 8 to 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, Hidden History of the Human Race. Okay, that's also not it, unless if he showed me the final song of it, because it's 18 minutes. Maybe it was Time Wave Zero. Nope. I don't remember what song he showed me. He showed me when we were driving somewhere. I thought it was interesting, but a little boring after a while. Maybe I turned on an album myself and I was just trying to listen to it. I don't know. But yes, the last one on this list is Blood Incantation, Absolute Nowhere. You said you don't get it?
I don't get it. A lot of people fucking really love that record. I bought the record out of recommendations without listening to it, and when I listened to it, I was like, it's fine. It's not blowing me out of the water. So it's probably similar to like how you felt about Atma.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So I think that's going to be the only list we do. There is one for like progressive black metal.
I wouldn't know it anyways.
And I know that Agalok is one of these album covers.
Sure.
Limbs, or whatever that one's on. Then there's like Best Emo Prog, which has Coheed on it. There is a Top 100 album. I've saved that for later. But I think that's about it. That's about it for today. All right, Mitchell. What do you got for me?
Well, I have quite a few that I've been like lingering on and everything for a while now.
Waffling?
Not really waffling, just like I want to give you all of these, but which one should I pick? And it just makes the most sense to give you this one because I'm seeing them on Friday. And that is
Sunbather?
No, I'm not giving you Sunbather. I don't care about Sunbather. I'm giving you their newest album, Lonely People with Power, Deafheaven.
Okay.
I would have given you New Bermuda, but I've been really into their newest album.
I've heard New Bermuda is also very good. I mean, I've heard all of the records we just mentioned are really good.
Yeah. It's very hipster and very shoegazy.
Oh, good. I love shoegaze. I've never listened to shoegaze. So, okay.
Post-metally.
And plus, I think I've listened to I think I've listened to Sunbather, or at least most of it.
You told me that. Fine.
Have I?
Yeah.
My memory doesn't exist most of the time. Okay, cool. Deafheaven. I've never listened to anything other than Sunbather, so this will be interesting. Have they like I assume it's a completely different style, like musically, than Sunbather? Not much different. Is the production similar?
I don't know if the production's cleaner.
Okay, cool.
I think it sounds
for
good.
you. What's that?
I think it sounds good at least.
Okay, yeah. For you, it's going to be a simple one. We have discussed. Actually, we talked about this band today, just a few moments ago, actually, about their last album that they put out. You have told me you've never really dug into death before.
Yeah. Sound of Perseverance is the only death album. Like I've listened to like The Philosopher
bits and pieces,
like, something off of Human and stuff like that.
The Philosopher's a good song. I like that track. I'm gonna give you Symbolic.
Oh, yes, I've been needing. I need to listen to that one, anyways.
Yes, so I figured I would give you something easy today. I'm sure, or for this next episode, because you're not gonna dislike Symbolic. If you do, I'll be very surprised.
Yeah.
Okay, so next episode we're gonna go over a Deafheaven album and a death record, a classic. So I always like it when I give Mitch a classic death metal album, because it's always interesting to hear the thoughts of which we've done. Pierce from Within, the one with the Cryptopsy record. Crap, what is that record called? None So Vile.
That's what it is, yeah.
They recently put out, I don't know if it's a single, well, it says it's a single. They put out a song called Blasphemy Made Fresh.
Oh, yeah.
funny because their first one's called Blasphemy Made Flesh.
Yeah.
They replaced one of the words. Or the letters, I mean. Apparently their new records have been pretty good too. I checked out one of the singles and the drums were explosive on it. It was fantastic sounding. But I haven't listened to any of those. So, like I said, next album or next I was about to say record, album, next episode, we'll go over Deafheaven and Death. If you guys like what we're doing here, by all means, please share us around. It helps out a great deal. We're going to try to start getting back onto some sort of schedule, which I say at the end of every single episode we record. If you want to keep up with me and my nonsense, I've been doing stuff on the Distorted Entertainment Pod TikTok. That's where some shorts of the past few episodes are going to be going as well. It's at DistentPod, DISTENTPOD. You can also find us using the same thing on Facebook. If you're in a band and you like to play, have us play a music. I don't have this locked down anymore. If you're in a band, you would like us to play your music at the end of an episode, please email us or contact us on Facebook. Any genre, really. We're open to whatever. Haven't really gotten to do that much, but it's fun when we do. That being said, my name is Ethan Carpenter. I am, of course, joined by Mitchell Wade.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Have a good night. Hasta la vista.
Baby.